Good evening, everybody. We have the Richmond Generals this evening, 8:50, a little bit behind schedule. They are taking the ice against the Allegheny team, which is up here in Pennsylvania. Some interesting facts for the two teams. Richmond Generals lost earlier today at the 240 game, 11-1. And Allegheny lost to the same team that we lost to earlier, 9-2. So we're hoping in the next 2 minutes and 30 seconds that both of these teams are very similar in strength and that they both come out tonight to be able to put on a much better show for the Richmond General family. This is our last game for this evening, and we'll come back tomorrow morning at the same Alpha Center here in Pittsburgh to play our third game of the tournament for seeding, and then on Sunday will be a consolation game and a championship game. That time will be announced. But as of tonight, our Richmond Generals are on the ice warming up. 1 minute, 52 seconds until puck drop. And Logan Cooper was the netminder earlier today at 240. And you'll have Corey Bass in net tonight. And I will read the lines as soon as I know who will be taking ice at puck drop.
I think that's a divot. Like over here near this circle, you can see an area where it's like that wide.
There's two rinks that we've been playing on. This rink is the European rink, and the last rink we were playing on was the USA rink. This one's a little bit smaller than what we had played on earlier, as in stands and the height. So I'm going to have to be doing my best to give you guys the best viewership this evening. Ten seconds. Generals have a good sound off. Hopefully they got enough rest after the first game and hydrated. Majority of the players coming from Richmond today, it took almost a 7-hour trip. There was a huge backup delay on the Pennsylvania Turnpike that delayed majority of us an extra hour and a half. So we're excited to see our Generals take the ice here very shortly. Another sound off. All right, we're going to have Saxton on center, Glass and Sellers forwards. Going to have Pearson and Tanner on defense with Corey Bass in net. Face-off win by Saxton. Over to the opposite side board, picked back up by Pearson. Lower corner, Allegheny takes it. Oh, back in the hands of Glass, coming on the left-hand side. He gets put into the boards. The referee's taken out. Glass continues to play with the puck. Oh, there's a big hit on Tanner. Back to the right side board. Over to Sellers. He sends it back in the corner. He's going to follow his own shot, but barely missed. Back in the hands of Allegheny. Center ice. Opposite side corner. Harrington touches it. Tanner sends it back out. Harrington picks it back up for the Generals. Oh, big hard stop back around out of JT Harrington's hand. Back up. They try to put a hand pass down by Allegheny. Back in the hands of Harrington. Poke check by Allegheny. Back to center ice. Huge backhand all the way back in the corner. Allegheny takes it to the right. Great defensive side by Generals. One-on-one skate far side ice. Got Christian, does the backhand. Nobody's at home. Got Harrington following. Christian goes to the opposing corner. Back in the hand, fires from Davis right off the Allegheny shin pad there. Back around. Allegheny goes to the front. Harrington's there. Shot on goal. Great stick save by Bass. Picked back up in the corner by Allegheny. Comes to the center. Picks it up. Fires on a great job by Bass with that save. Back around, no score by Allegheny. Huge shot up and over the backside of Bass. Picked back up by Allegheny. Oh, Allegheny's got to go back and regroup. Nice kick by Christian. Goes all the way down. It's going to be a one-on-one. Fires a shot. No score on the Generals. Backside save by Allegheny. Allegheny's going to regroup. They've got the puck. Up the center ice. Past the center off the stick. Over to Morrison's hand. Back upside to Christian. Christian's got some separation with Davis. Allegheny tries to return. They take possession. Allegheny pushes to the center ice. There's no defensive side, just skating completely through the Generals to the lower board. Oh, off the stick of Smythe. Back around. They try to go to center. Back out of the stick location. Back into Davis's hand. We got a 2-on-1 opportunity. Allegheny's closing in really quick. Tries to pass over. Deflection from Allegheny. Back in the hands of Allegheny. Center ice. Opposite side. They're going to skate all the way down. Shot. Great backhand side by Tanner to take that away from Allegheny. Allegheny back again. Tanner tries. Another great poke check by Tanner. Gets all the way back beyond the blue line. Makes Allegheny regroup. Got a lot of Generals down. Hard pass back to Allegheny. Got Weiss trying to chase. A little bit behind. He got Tanner. Going to pass over to Mitchell. Mitchell loses his edge. Great pass over to Cooper. Goes to the center, but nobody's at home. Needs to look next time because they went right in the hands of Allegheny. Oh, tries to do the wraparound on the left-hand side of the goal, and he got it behind Bass. Allegheny goes up 1-0. So 18-24. Allegheny goes up by 1-0. Saxton on center. Face-off win. Over to Allegheny. Back off of Glass. Sellers chasing. Opposite corner. Tries to send it back up by Saxton. Back into Allegheny. Tanner tries to poke check down. It's going to be a one-on-one all the way around the Generals. Wow, the double switch hand by Allegheny back behind Bass and scores. 2-0. Okay. Got a little talk there with Saxon and the other center. Face-off win by Allegheny. We go opposite ice. Drop it down low behind Bass. Smythe is there, loses it off of his stick. Back in the hands of Allegheny. He's going to go to the center, fakes it. Goes to the opposite ice. Slap shot. Just wide left. Tries to regroup there. And did Bass go through with the glove save, and he does. Magnificent save by Bass. No score. Generals hold. Saxon on center. Over to Allegheny. Goes to center off of Morrison's stick. Back to the right corner. Back round again to Allegheny. They're looking up the center. Good. Right off the Saxon stick. Allegheny keeps it alive for them. Whoa, what a rebound off the corner. Backhand pad save by Bass. They recollect. Allegheny does again. They go to the top side. To the opposite. Oh, tries to stretch reach there by Saxon. Just misses. Great glove save by Bass. Face-off win by Allegheny again, back behind Bass and around to the corner. Smythe tries to push it up and in the hands of Allegheny. Oh, great job over to Christian. Takes that position for the Generals all the way down. Taken away by Allegheny. They're going to regroup. Far side ice, up to the center. Got Morrison. Got Harrington takes the possession for the Generals. Off the board and down into the lower corner. Allegheny, JT puts a nice hit on Allegheny. Allegheny comes away with the puck down through center ice. Oh, around the General. Throw to the middle there. Missed on the shot by Allegheny. Denied by Bass and back around to the top. No score. Allegheny's looking. Back behind Bass. Tries to use the board angles. They do. They send it back around again. Allegheny's in position still. Comes to the middle. Around Christian. Loses the puck. Back to the other play for Allegheny. Shot off the blocker of Bass and over to the lower corner. No score. Harrington puts Allegheny into the wall. Oh, nice job by Pearson. Shot by Allegheny through the center and through the legs of Bass. 3-0. Allegheny goes up quick. 16:02 remaining in the first. Got Cooper on center. Backside Allegheny wins the face-off. They take it straight down. Lower corner. Still looking for center to pass. Great job by Cooper. Backhands, but goes to the top center with Allegheny. Great job for that clear for the Generals. Back to the left side board. All the way down. Bass beyond mid-ice. Back in the hands of Allegheny. Allegheny calls top side. It's completely open. They're coming down right side ice. Cooper tries to get in there with the stick. Loosens it up a little bit, but Allegheny still handles and controls the puck. That was a huge shot off of Mitchell's stick right into the glove of Bass. No score. Get some fresh legs for the Generals. Got Sumner, you got Tanner, Cooper, and you've got Smythe. Great stick save by Bass. Going to regroup. Cooper's again on center. Face-off win goes to Allegheny. Cooper's trying to go down the race. Doesn't keep it. He does not. Oh, nice pass up by Sumner to Cooper. Cooper shoots just wide right. Weiss is there on the left side. Oh, there's a big hit on Weiss with the stick. No call. He's back up on the ice. Back to the center, completely wide open over to Allegheny. Backhand side, off the right side of the back of the net and back around, no score. Allegheny's got a wide open shot, wide left and no score. Over to Cooper. Cooper's going to take it up again. He's got Allegheny. Got 2-on-1, tries to pass to Tanner, but misses the projection. Back in the hands of Allegheny. See, wow, great pad save by Bass. That was a 1-2 shot from Allegheny, denied by Bass. Back in the right corner, got Sellers. There's a little chip shot up. Got to play chase one-on-one there with Allegheny. He's right behind him. Allegheny comes up to the center, goes back over. Great job by Tanner. He's looking up ice. Right off the stick of Saxton, just too far, goes down in the lower corner. Tries it, nobody's at the top for the Generals. Back in the hands of the Allegheny. Coming down around Mitchell. Backhand saved by Bass, right in front, cover by Bass, no score. 13:39 remains in the first. Generals still down 3-0. Saxton on center, great face-off win by Saxton. Lower side by Morrison, but picked up quickly. But right in the back hands of Mitchell. Great defensive side by Mitchell for the Generals. Glass tries to send it up. Allegheny puts it down right to the stick of Saxton. Oh, wow, that was a backhand across the middle. Nobody was there for Allegheny at home. Back to the lower side. Back in the hands of Allegheny again. Great defensive side by Morrison. Gets it back in the hands of Sellers. Great chip shot by Sellers to get that down. To regroup for Allegheny. Comes to the middle. Saxton's there in the middle. Great job by a poke check by Saxton to keep that away from the Allegheny player. Great job by Saxton again. Denies the pass by Allegheny and chips it back down to the offensive side for the Generals. Allegheny, opposite side ice, corner, comes up. Sellers again denies it back in the hands of JT Harrington. Harrington fires off the stick of Allegheny and around, no score. Sellers calls for fresh legs. He gets off the ice. Allegheny tries to put some heat on the Saxton. He moves out of the way. Right into the center. Allegheny. We got Mitchell over to Christian. Christian's looking across ice. What a pass to Harrington, but just off the stick of Harrington. Couldn't control it. Back in the hands of Allegheny. And they send it all the way down. Going to be an icing call. 12:05 remaining in the first. And we'll take that icing call. Gives us a little bit of an edge here. Hopefully we can bring the positive note with Davis on center. Great face-off win there to the lower corner. And back around from Davis over the Generals. Back into Allegheny's hands, opposite side ice through center. Round one. Shot, great stick save by Bass, and all the way back around to center ice into the offensive side for the Generals. Allegheny's going to clear their missed. Nice chip up by Pearson. Great job by Davis moving out of the way from that check. Still controlling into Christian's hand. Oh, there's a big old hit late on Christian. Comes through the middle, back into Allegheny possession. Off of Pearson. Picked back up by Allegheny around Tanner. JT Harrington. Great job by Davis at keeping it alive. Tanner passes it over to Harrington. Harrington tries to go back into Davis. Right in the hands of Allegheny. Opposite side ice. Allegheny takes it away from Christian. All the way down. Oh, Allegheny loses its edge. Pearson's there to regain for the Generals. 1-around-1. Pearson's taking it up. Cooper's over there waiting. He calls for it. Pass over to Cooper off of his stick in the lower corner. Sumner has it. Shoots across the middle. Off the stick of Cooper. No score. Tanner back to the center ice for the Generals. Regroups back around into Allegheny. Allegheny's going to have a 2-on-1 here. Back pass. Right in the left side net of Bass, and they go up 4-0. Cooper's on center. Face-off win over to Allegheny. Got Cooper and Weiss. in the corner with Smythe trying to send it back. Right off of the skate of Allegheny, back in the possession. Great poke check by Smythe. All right, Cooper's got it off of his stick. He's got Weiss. Passes up the board. Cooper tries to lay a hit. Allegheny misses. Back in the hands of Allegheny. Chip shot back behind Bass. Sumner tries to take it away and fight for the puck. Back into Allegheny's hands. They come to center. Great defensive side by Smythe off of his stick in the lower corner. Allegheny calls for the bottom, and they get it. They're going to go to center. There's wide open there. Great job by Bass to recover. Back around. Cooper's got it. He sees Weiss just a little left there beyond Weiss's control. All the way down into the hands of Allegheny. Up mid-ice, Allegheny brings it. Cooper tries to, but they outskate him. Out of position. Allegheny's in the corner. There's a complete wide open. They're going to just go straight into the net. Great stick save by Baston around. Allegheny controls to the center. There's nobody there. Laser shot to the left-hand side goal. There's no score. Leaving center wide open completely again. Back to lower side corner. No defenseman was there, and they score right side of Bass. 5-0. 8:57 remaining. Saxton on center. Back to Allegheny. Allegheny comes center ice. Great job by Glass. Just a 2-on-1 there. Lost the puck back in the Allegheny hands. Great job by Tanner taking that away. He comes up far side ice. Round one. Tanner's going to take this up. He's going to go round two. Shot off of the glove and up and out of play. Great shot by Tanner. Just a little high, right off the glove of the goalie. No score. Face-off, won again by Allegheny. They advance far side ice, use the board over to their own player. Go around Mitchell, is going to come in. Just left side, no score. Back in the hands of Glass. Going to go center ice for the Generals. Going to go down, shot on goal, just far left and around, no score. Lower corner, Allegheny gathers, puts the shot over. Oh, right in the hands of Glass, but defenseman for Allegheny takes it away. Come down mid-ice. Around one, around two, denied there for the defenseman. In the corner, he got Mitchell. Loses his edge, but does a great job keeping the puck. And up and out of play, Saxton took this 9-iron and just put it right into the corner of Alpha Center. Face-off wins the stalemate, but goes outside with Harrington. Around one Allegheny player. Harrington's got it. He's going down. He's got Christian all alone. Huge shot by Harrington, high and left, no score. Back in hand by Pearson. Pearson comes to Smythe. Smythe looks up. He passes it over to Harrington. Harrington gets a little bow from Allegheny. Back in the hands of Allegheny on far side corner ice. Smythe over to Pearson. Pearson to Christian. Christian goes to the board. Off the stick of Davis. Davis sends it back up to Harrington. Harrington back to Davis. On around, out of his control. Nobody's there besides Allegheny. Great job by Pearson to sending that back up. Christian backhands it back in offensive zone. Got Davis in the corner. Off the skate of Davis. Back in the hands of Allegheny. Big slap shot, far left side, no score. Alleghany's calling for the pass. They go to center. Great job by Smythe to take that away. Over into Christian's hand. He's going to advance, left side ice. Oh, he pushes from behind. That's Murphy. He's going to go to the box. Oh, well, I guess we're in Pennsylvania. That's not a penalty, even when you're not even facing there. But backside there by Weiss and back in the hands of Allegheny. Tanner takes it back for the Generals, right in the hands of Cooper. Cooper advances. Poke check by Allegheny. Backhand over to their player, the mid-ice. Got Morrison. Great job around Morrison when he does a rotation there to save, and back into the hands of the Generals. Back in the corner. Got Morrison and Allegheny. Allegheny comes out with again. Far side shot just right under the blocker of Bass and in. 4:26 remaining. Allegheny goes up 6-0 in the first. Cooper on center, Weiss and Smythe. Sumner. And you've got Morrison and Tanner on defense. Allegheny right out of the gate takes the faceoff all the way down. Shot high into the glass and around, no score. Backhand right into the glove hand side of Bass. Right off his pads, up and in. No score. Great save by Bass. 3:49 remaining. Same lines again. Allegheny takes it. Cooper tries to come through off his helmet and back around. Tanner tries to put it around. Loses it, goes to the lower corner. Skates it backhand right in the hands of Allegheny. Allegheny has the front. Tried the shot in the middle. No score. Backhand by Morrison to get it out in the way. Back in the hands of Allegheny off the stick of Cooper. Rebounds to the far sideboards. No score. Back in the hands of Allegheny again. Lower sideboard around Morrison. Tanner tries to poke check, but misses. Great job there at the recovery. Cooper tries to dive in the corner there to lay bow, but Allegheny misses. All the way across, you got Sumner chasing it. Back in the hands of Allegheny. He gears up right off the shin pads of Morrison. And back around the hands of Allegheny again. So if anybody else gets more luck on shots and rebounds, it's Allegheny. Back in the hands of Cooper, right again in Allegheny's hands. Cooper tries to recover, goes down low with Morrison. Morrison pushes and shoves. They try to kick it out with their ice. Cooper goes in, puts a back check right into 54 for Allegheny, but Allegheny recovers on that, shoots far left side, and they score. 7-0, first period. 2:15 remaining. Face-off win by the Generals back in the hands of Smythe. Smythe sends it back beyond the blue line. Seller goes to the lower corner. One-on-one, great job by Saxon, but the stick hand from Allegheny is stronger. It keeps the possession for them. They come back to center. They try to go back to the middle. They do. They jump over the goalie. Back in the hands of Allegheny again. Great job by Glass by just taking it back off the stick of Allegheny. You've got Sellers right-hand side with Saxton. Backhand. There's a big push in the back there by Allegheny right on Sellers. Sellers is not going to forget that. Backhands. Mitchell has a big shot from the top. Misses on the left-hand side, no score. Allegheny recovers, comes down center ice. Great job by Smythe. Oh, a regroup there. Good job by Bass by pinching that for the save. Davis is going to be on center for the Generals. Face-off win by Davis. Quickly back in the hands of Allegheny. Great job by Christian, who had almost an advanced opportunity there, but back in the hands of Allegheny. They regroup center ice. Davis is chasing. Allegheny tries to backhand it to the center, but right off the stick of JT Harrington. Up and out of play, right off the stick of Allegheny. We'll regroup on that, but it's got 11 seconds running clock. So that may be the end of the first, because everyone's looking for a puck. Referees are just taking their time, and we'll let the first period expire. 7-0, Allegheny. Coaches are talking to the Generals. The Generals do their sound off to get ready to take the ice. And there's a little conversation between the coaches and the referees, depending upon what they're going to be able to do. We've got a 22-minute clock set. I don't know if this is just going to be the half and this is going to be the game. It's going to be running clock. But we're going to go with it as it goes. All right, same sides. Davis on center, face-off win, back over to Pearson. Pearson goes off the board to the lower corner. Harrington's chasing. Allegheny comes up the center. Tanner's there to take the opportunity for the puck. Backhand side to Christian, but the rebound was too soon. Back in the hands of Allegheny. Two Generals on one. Tanner comes away with it. Goes to regroup, looks up ice. It's got Davis, but Allegheny comes right into between, goes to center. Nobody's at home for them. You got Harrington. Pearson tries to send it up the boards. They have the defenseman there to be able to come across the middle. Shot on goal, pad saved by Basson around, no score. Big chip shot, great job with the hands by Tanner. Just to slightly lay that on the ice and send her right on back down beyond the blue line. Allegheny recovers, coming with speed. Davis loses his stick. Back over to Tanner. Tanner sees it, but Allegheny's there. Sends it back behind Bass. Lower corner. Allegheny outskates Tanner to regain control, but loses it back into Tanner's hands. Right off of the face mask of Allegheny. Big shot on goal. Great pad save by Bass. And again with the recovery with the glove. No score. Got Cooper on center. You got Smythe, Weiss, and Sumner with Morrison. Allegheny again goes to the center. Shot on goal. Pad save denied by Bassin around. Lower corner. Allegheny reemerges with the puck. Goes back over the corner. There's a shot wide and back around. Back beyond the stick, you've got Sumner. One-on-one. Great job there with the poke check, but barely misses. Back in the hands. Allegheny goes to the lower corner. Got Weiss. Allegheny takes it back away. Right through Smythe. Good job by Bass using his stick to keep it away. Back to the top of the blue line there. Chip shot down by Allegheny right behind where Morrison is. Allegheny has it. Comes to the center. Going to set up. Fires one just under the blocker side of Bass. And in 8-0. 19 minutes remaining. Saxon's going to take center. You got Glass and Sellers. Right out of the gate, Allegheny again sends it back to the lower corner. Got Morrison. He takes it up the corner. Sellers there with Allegheny. They pass it back behind. They regain. Come to center. Great pickup by Saxon coming to the middle. Big shot from Saxon from the blue line, and it covers by Allegheny. Saxon, Sellers, and Glass on front line. You've got Tanner and Mitchell on defense. Mitchell goes to the corner, keeps it alive for the Generals. Allegheny, lower side board. Come right through the middle, right around Tanner, right around Sellers. It loses his edge from Allegheny, back in the hands of Mitchell to Sellers. Sellers up to the center ice. Allegheny sends it back to the lower board. Tanner is there. Back in the hands of Allegheny. Go to the center, then there's shot on goal, far right, no score. Sellers tries to use the board and up and out of his control. Misses, but great recovery by Sellers to send it back down to our attack zone. And they're going to wave everything off. Live puck still. Saxon is there, tries to reach around, saved by Allegheny. Allegheny has a huge shot well beyond the blue line. Just far left of Bass and recovered again by Allegheny. Right through three Generals, right to the center side. Great pad save by Bass and around. Oh, there's a shot there through the middle. No score. Allegheny holds. Comes to center. Huge shot. Great save by Bass. And back around. Back in the hands of Allegheny. Great stick save by Bass. The trifecta save by Bass on that one. Back to the top. Allegheny. Back to the lower side. They got somebody on the center. There's a big trip up there. No call. Allegheny sends it back to the lower corner. Got Mitchell. He's going to look up. Scanning the ice. Nice pass, but Allegheny's right in the middle. Huge shot on goal. No score. Allegheny comes across the middle. Shot on goal. Oh my gosh. What an angle that was. Inside post and in. Right around Bass. 8-0. Allegheny. 15:45 remaining. We need one more. Cooper takes the opportunity, comes right on the ice. Oh, missed that one. Went right over to Cooper into Allegheny's hands. And back around. Right in the hands of Christian. Backhand to the wall, board. Board, left-hand side, regained by Allegheny. Great return by Christian. I'm going to call that one off. Tap by the goalie into Allegheny's hands. Cooper, great job with the poke check, and he gets the puck. Comes to the middle, but loses it back over to Allegheny. They advance. They're going to send it all the way around, top side, lower board. You got Pearson. Sends it up a little bit. Back in the hands of Allegheny. They're going to go right to center. Great job by Cooper intercepting that pass. You got Christian and Cooper. Smythe. They're going to wave that off. That would have been an offsides call on the Generals, but they waved it off and kept gameplay going. Off the stick of Allegheny. Around Smythe. Lower corner. Pearson is there. Sends it all the way up the boards. Grayson Davis, the backhand over to Cooper off of his stick. Back in the hands of Allegheny. They're going to regroup Christian and Davis and Cooper. Following the puck. Allegheny passes right to the middle. Smythe comes to the corner. Smythe again into the corner with Allegheny. Tries to get him off his skates. Does not. Allegheny is calling for the puck to center. They're scanning. Oh, it's a great job by Cooper reading that. He takes the puck away, goes all the way up. It's going to be a one-on-one here in the corner. Great shot, but stick saved by Allegheny. No score. 13:22 remaining. Allegheny's trying to use the angles here to see if they can regroup. Morrison sends it up beyond the blue line for the Generals. Sumner for the Generals. Big shot. Big tip down to the lower corner. Allegheny is there. They're going to pick that up. Morrison tries to knock it a little bit off balance, but they outskate that side. Backside hand goes to the center. Tanner's there. Great defensive move. Morrison sends it up. Allegheny keeps it alive for them. Round one, round two. Allegheny comes around. Great job by Tanner of disrupting that center circus by Allegheny. Allegheny's in control, sends it up. Far side ice. Nobody's pressing anybody. Got Morrison and Saxon and Tanner. Morrison with the puck, sends it over to Tanner. Tanner scans the ice. Around one, but right into the middle hands of Allegheny. Off the skate of Morrison. Weiss passes it right to Allegheny. Allegheny right back to Morrison. Morrison's looking for an opportunity here. Morrison sends it, but Allegheny's there. They read in between. They're going to shoot. Great job. Upper side saved by Bass. Allegheny keeps it alive. Great job by Sumner. Taking that away. Shot on goal by Allegheny and snubbed there by Bass. 11:43 remaining. Saxton on center. Face-off win goes to Allegheny. Glass. Great job by Glass. Fighting for the puck. Advances it down. Sellers picks it up for the Generals. Around one. Tries to outskate Allegheny. Back to the top side. Smythe takes a shot. Left side, no score. Back in the hands of Sellers. Sellers goes to the middle. Has an opportunity with Glass, but just right off the stick. Back in the hands of Allegheny. Great job by Smythe sending up the boards. Allegheny got Saxton. Smythe was going to go to Sellers, but just puts it well beyond his means to grab it, and it sends it right back down by Allegheny. Saxton picks it up to Glass. Glass has an opportunity here. Allegheny comes right in the middle and takes it away. Center ice, Allegheny in charge. Shot on goal. Great leg save there by Bass. Generals send it back up to center ice. Saxton tries to hold off of his skate. Far right side to Sellers. Saxton goes down to the middle. Sellers sees him. Pass. Oh, it's a pad save by Allegheny and back around into the hands of Allegheny's player. Huge shot on goal. Great job by Bass with that glove save. Davis on center. Back to the lower side with Harrington. Harrington comes up the center through Davis, under Davis's stick. Puck goes all the way down to the lower corner. They wave everything off. Allegheny opposite side ice. Huge chip back behind Bass. It's just stuck behind the net. Tanner's going to pick it up for the Generals. Goes through two, misses Davis again. Hits the board and around, and that will be an icing call on the Generals. 9:13 remaining. Davis on center. Face-off win, Allegheny. Right out of the gate, they readjust. Great job by Harrington. Skates around one, skates around two, but loses it right off the poke check by Allegheny into the boards and back into Allegheny's hands. Oh, great pad save by Bass off of the deflection stick by Allegheny. There's an advancement here. You got Harrington one-on-one with Allegheny. Goes to the corner. Allegheny emerges with the puck, sends it on the opposite side ice. Big shot from the blue line, denied by Bass. Allegheny picks it back up again. Great job by Tanner. Poke check to get that away. Center over to Davis. Davis has the opportunity. Goes wide left. Skates around one, skates around two. Goes right down to the middle. No, is denied by Allegheny on Davis's progression there. No score. Huge shot by Pearson at the top of the blue line. No score. Off of Davis's stick, up and high over the Allegheny goalie and around. No score. Allegheny comes, the shot on goal, stick save, pulled back in by Bass. No score. Regroup, 7:30 remaining. Cooper is going to be on center. Morrison, Sumner. Weiss and Smythe on the ice. Allegheny goes to the corner. Morrison puts a little elbow into Allegheny. Tries to come away with the puck. Allegheny still controls. Great backhand by Morrison. Back in the hands of Allegheny. Morrison sends it up and clears it beyond the blue line. Sumner chasing for the Generals. Tries to poke check there, but just misses barely. Back to the lower corner by Smythe. He's looking at up ice. He's got Weiss, but off of his stick. And around, no control there by the Generals. Backside on around lower. Back into Allegheny's hands. They go to center. Nobody's there. Shot on goal. Great stick save by Bass. Allegheny tries to bring it around the opposite side. Bass denies that, and around and off the glass, no score. Sumner sends it beyond the blue line. Allegheny has to regroup. Weiss goes put some pressure on. Cooper does as well. Allegheny skates around both. Oh, he shot that on purpose over on the Richmond sideline. That almost got Coach Pearson. Thank goodness he has reflexes like a cat. No, almost. Almost hit somebody. That is uncalled for by Allegheny. Face-off win goes over. Allegheny comes back beyond Sellers. Takes it, shot on goal, right off the shoulder. Up and out of play and back around. Face-off win by the Generals, back in the hands of Allegheny. Smythe round to the lower corner. Allegheny goes around Morrison. They regain control again. Smythe is there. Allegheny takes it on the corner. They're going to go high, but comes back around, comes back to center. High side ice. Right off the skate of Allegheny. Big shot on goal. Backhand side of Smythe. Great defensive side there for the Generals. Off the skate of Glass and back around to Sellers. 4:20 remaining. Sends it back up. Tanner's here. Oh, back over to Mitchell, but just a miscalculation there. But Mitchell recovers. Back in the hands of Allegheny. Shot on goal, far left side, no score. Tanner takes it down. Allegheny is there on the right and the left-hand side of Tanner. Takes it away. Tanner's coming strong. He wants his puck back. Yep, he does. He gets it. Great defensive move by Tanner. Skates the entire side ice to be able to stop that aggression by Allegheny. .320 remaining. Allegheny remains in the lead at 7-0. Davis on center. Face-off win. Quick out of the gate. Harrington takes it for the Generals. Off of his stick, back in the hands of Allegheny. Opposite side boards. Mitchell's there for the Generals. Sends it up to Christian. Christian goes to center, but Allegheny's there to pick it up. Opposite side ice. Mitchell's great defensive stick by Mitchell. Keeps it in the corner. Him and Christian are battling 3-on-2. Playing a little bit of, I don't know what we're playing over there, but we got it clear. Back into Allegheny's hands. There's a shot. Great job by Harrington with a strong stick there to take that away. Harrington tries to send it to Christian. Allegheny denies that. Big hit by Harrington. Well, they're just letting the clock run. I guess this is going to come to the lower corner, or they're just going to call it completely. Let's see. They're going to go to the lower corner. If anybody gets here, I guess we'll play. If not, it'll just end on the buzzer. Davis on center for the Generals. Lower corner, Tanner's back fighting, battling. Comes out with Grayson. Everyone is just putting in some measures here. Shot on goal, far left side, no score by Allegheny. Tanner. Met up by 1 with Allegheny. Battling in the lower corner. 3-on-2. Tries to emerge. Davis is trying to use his skate to hold it. 32 seconds left. Smythe comes in, puts a little shoulder in Allegheny. Got Christian trying to emerge with the puck for the Generals. Opposite side ice, loses the stick right in the hands of Allegheny. Goes to center. Great defensive side by Davis. Christian picks it up for the Generals, left side ice. They try to push Christian. He escapes that opportunity. Back into Allegheny's hands. 9 seconds remains. Davis in front. There's a shot. Chip shot up into Bass. Great double save by Bass and sends it out of the way. No score by Allegheny on that progression. Great defensive side for the Generals. And that'll conclude tonight's game. Richmond Generals 0, Allegheny 7. Well, I want to thank everybody from home that tuned in for both games this evening. I hope that everyone has enjoyed the games and we've got to see their player play as well as the team play together. This is their second game together this season. We play our third game tomorrow. I believe tomorrow we're going to have it at 10:40. Tomorrow morning is going to be our third game. Right here again at the Alpha Complex. And we'll watch our team get off the ice and then we'll sign off for the evening. All right, everybody, have a great evening. We'll catch you guys tomorrow at 10:40.